Hey, what is going on everybody? It is Nolan, or the Optimistic Gamer here, and welcome back to Crafted Chaos. Today we are building a factory, and not like these factories that we built in the last episode. This is an actual factory, a large building that will house all of our smaller factories, of course, and some of our other electronic components. This will really help us to get this whole area cleaned up. I also have a long-term plan for our essences here, our mystical agriculture fields. We will be relocating those in a future episode here pretty soon. But for now, this will stay here, but I want to get this factory built so that we can have a place to put all of these items around here and start to clean up this area and make it look a little nicer with landscaping and paths and everything like that. This factory is going to be built right over here. We are going to do a lot of terraforming and deforestation, and we will actually begin with that. So let me go grab an axe and we will start chopping down all of these trees. So I did get this design planned out in creative mode. I'm really happy with how it looks. I think it will really fit in with the world, and it will definitely be large enough for some time to come. Once we really start to upgrade everything and move into nuclear fuel and things like that, we will probably need another upgrade, or maybe we will just have a separate plant for that. But in the meantime, this should be suitable for a lot of the different mods that we are using and their respective machine blocks. So the factory will take up roughly this area right here where we have cleared all of these trees. There's a couple more over here I need to chop down, and I thought one of those items was a scalawag for a second, and I had some flashbacks to our early episode encounter with those fish. Luckily, it was just a magnolia sapling, so I'm not too concerned about picking up all of these saplings and the wood, so we will just let those float around. But this right here, this hill is going to come down, so we need to chop down this tree, and we will have a little bit easier access to our mine as well from within the factory. And I need to figure out what we are going to do about these beehives. We have one right there and one more over there, but we will address those a little bit later. For now, I'm gonna go grab the shovel and we can start to level this plot out and really get going on this build. Well, it would have been nice if we could get an efficiency 4 shovel, but I suppose efficiency 3 will do. Did I not enchant that? There we go, efficiency 3. Maybe if I could get one more. We definitely have the diamonds to do that. I did a lot of harvesting. I found a method where I can AFK, which uses one of our backpacks right in here, and I will actually show off this method. So I have a diamond backpack with maximum capacity right here, and then an advanced magnet upgrade. I put that in there, so when we are holding this anywhere in our inventory, items will automatically get picked up and go straight into the backpack. So I can hold the scythe in our offhand, the watering can right here, and when I hold down right click, the watering can will just apply to the field, and the scythe will just harvest repeatedly with all of these essences appearing inside of our backpack. So I did that for maybe 10 to 20 minutes and got a lot of diamonds from it. I did the same thing with our Inferium essence and was able to get enough to fully fill in all of our tertium growth accelerators. So we are now really upgraded on this field, which is fantastic. But let's see if we can get any more efficiency upgrades over here. Well, we have efficiency 2, so if we could get one more of those. I'm just trying to get instant mine with our shovel since we are moving a lot of dirt. There we go, there's another efficiency 3. We actually have efficiency 2 right up here, but I think it will just be better to take that efficiency 3, and I don't think we have made an anvil yet. Oh well, we have 2 of them. I don't know if we crafted those or found them, but that works out. So we will put those in there, and that should give us instant mine. Now, I'm sure there are silent gear tools that I probably could have made that have efficiency, but this works out for us. And I think if we actually put that in here, we get the silent gear version of that diamond shovel. There we go. Not bad. And we got a new advancement as well. Lose an extra point of durability on a brittle item. Is this a brittle item? I wouldn't think it is, but now this shovel won't break. We can always come back and repair it, which is very convenient. And it's really convenient having that backpack with the magnetic effect on it, because now I don't have to worry about A, our inventory filling up, and B, picking up all of the items that we get. And it looks like we've already uncovered 3 diamonds, unless we already had those in our inventory, which is a possibility. Well, I guess we are uncovering diamonds because we have 4 additional, but the terraforming is coming along quite nicely. I am going to go grab some placeholder blocks, something that can easily be broken, or I guess I could just get the bricks that we are using for the build. And those bricks are, what are they called? I think they are flat. They're flat something. If I just look up flat, here we go, flat borderless bricks tiles. This is what we are building. We will need a mason table for this, and the mason table upgrade, I think, as well. So let's go ahead and craft this real quick, and we can get this placed down maybe just right here. That will work. And oh wow, this is a very fancy menu. So I think if we just take some bricks, if we even have bricks, well, we have a few, so we can just turn these into actual brick blocks and put those into there. Wow, that's a lot of bricks. Okay, and the ones that we are using right here, the flat borderless brick tiles, let's go ahead and craft all 2 of those, and we can bring those over to the site of our future factory, where I've marked down the coordinate of the first corner that we will place, and it is going to be at -491, so on this x-axis, and 2236, which is right here. And we will dig down a couple blocks, and there we go. That is the first corner, and we can start to terraform based on that. And then this will follow along this side, and then turn and just kind of follow along this mountainside back here, and then we will have a nice large curved wall over here looking out into the ocean. It will be a very scenic view for us once it is finished. And we are going to need a lot of those bricks today, which means we need a lot of these bricks. And can we make these with any kind of essence? I don't think we can. I think we just have to do the clay, but that's not a problem because we have a ultimate smelting factory right down here that can handle 9 stacks at a time. So let's make some clay real quick, and we should be able to make quite a bit of it with the amount of water and dirt essence that we have, and we can bring all of these clay balls over to our ultimate smelting factory and get those placed in. Excellent, and that will just run, and pretty soon we will have bricks starting to come out of that. I may automate this a little bit because, again, we are going to need a lot of these bricks for this build today. It is a very large factory, so we will just have to see how this goes. For now, though, we have enough bricks to get us started, so let's turn these into the brick blocks, and we can bring these over to our mason table, plop those in there, and grab some of the borderless flat brick tiles right here, craft all, and we can bring these back to the factory, and we can start outlining the shape of this. So we have this corner, and it's going to extend back for 21 in total, 18, 19, 20, and 21, and then it turns and goes for 7 blocks, which means we can remove all of this dirt within here. And our shovel is about to break. Luckily, it doesn't permanently break. We can repair it with a few more diamonds. So I think we just take our repair kit and we just take some diamond right here. And if we put all of these together... Oh, sturdy repair kit. Okay, well, we'll go with that. Why not? Can we keep upgrading this? I guess we can. Can we just do that? Do we have to do this each time? Okay. Well, I think if we put the repair kit then with our diamond shovel, oh yeah, that heals it right up. That is convenient. Alright, and then we are going to turn this once again, and this goes back for 7 more blocks. And I'm definitely going to stay on top of our clay over here, and we can get a few more stacks of these brick tiles, and this should be enough for us to finish the bottom border of the factory. And then this wall is going to go for 32 blocks. And then we turn it again and go for 14, and turn once again, going for 16, and one last time going for 15. And then back over here at our original corner, we go for 28. And then this will connect with that curved wall. So here is our general outline. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my hover on, and we can fly up here and we will be able to see that. So again, it is a very, very large building, but it will be very suitable for all of our industrial needs. So over here, this is going to be the warehouse. This will be an extra tall portion of the building, not ridiculously tall, but maybe close to our house. Here in the middle, I'm not really sure what we will have here. And then over on this side, I would like to have a train station. Of course, we are not really close to having trains at this point, but when we do have trains, I want a train or two to be able to run into here, stop, and then it can carry on in the other direction. So now the next step is clearing out all of this grass and replacing it with the desired floor that we would like to use. In my creative build, I tested with stone brick, but I think I will find something else to use for it, just because, well, we have all of these pages of mods right in here with tons of different blocks. I don't want to limit ourselves to just stone bricks. So maybe we will put something into one of those workbench tables similar to these bricks and see what we can come away with. Which reminds me, I need to put some more clay into our furnace. So obviously the floor is subject to change, but for now I just want to see what we have in the way of either stone or stone bricks. Now for the warehouse, I'm definitely thinking something a little bit more smooth, as if it were paved concrete, so maybe something like, well, definitely not the lodestone. We want smooth stone, or just normal stone, wherever that is. Here we go, so we have sanded stone, smooth inlaid stone, that could be interesting, and that is on the same mason table. So let's go over here and put some stone in there and see if we like the look of that. We can turn the chiseled stone into a different pattern if we don't like it, which is very nice, but we should be able to preview it here. So let's see, we have smooth stone columns, that could be good. Not that, I want one continuous pattern. Maybe just the polished stone, I think that would be good. So let's take this, and we can go place this down over where the warehouse area will be. Okay, so all of that floor layer is now taken care of. Now we can start to fill in some of these areas below where we have these gaps. And how about this? We have a nice crude oil lake right underneath our factory. We will definitely have to tap into that at some point, and there's an Enderman hanging out inside of it. And as for this area over here, I'm not gonna worry about filling this in for now. We may be able to have some kind of staircase that takes us down into these caves, so we will just cover that with our floor, and we will figure out the outside another time. Okay, so let's start placing this down and see how it looks. I don't think that is that bad. I think we will be just fine using this. We are going to need a lot of stone though, so I will have to get that going in the furnace as well. And we ran out of water essence, so I'm going to have to grow some more of that. So I have a lot of work to do collecting the rest of the materials that we are going to need for this build. But once I have everything, or close to everything, I will meet you back here and we can really get going on the main portion of this factory. Alright, we are back. We have a backpack full of all the resources that we will need for the most part anyway. I have the floor items, the walls, the roof, the siding, I guess, the ceiling for the warehouse, the rafters that we will use inside of there, and finally we have the windows right there as well, and some steel blocks for the smokestacks that we will have along this back wall right here. So we will begin with the floor. Now this is definitely not going to be enough polished stone, but I have more going in the furnace right now, so we will be able to finish that off. Same thing with the bricks. I won't have enough bricks right away, but we will just continue to make more as we need them. And for the build today, we are not actually going to be doing anything on the inside, really. We are just getting the building put into place so that next episode and the following episodes after that, we can focus on making rooms inside of this and really furnishing it, putting in the different factory areas, having different machines and places like that, putting up interior walls, all of that good stuff. But it will be nice to have a very large building where we can do testing and things like that as well with different mods. And maybe we could even have a lab in here. I don't know that we will have space for that. We might want to have a little bit more room for a lab, but who knows, it could end up working out. And even though I don't necessarily have any plans to do walls, I do have some ideas in mind for different designs and styles that we could include here in the factory, including a small lookout area, a balcony I guess on the inside, overseeing the warehouse from what would be the second floor, maybe even our office, but our office is going to face out in the ocean, and we are going to have a nice large window so that we can let in a lot of natural light and again get a great view of that. So we are out of our first wave of stone now, and it looks like we got maybe about halfway, so I will go get a few more stacks. We still need to take care of that beehive right up there. A campfire will do the trick, but I don't have any silk touch tools. I will have to find some of those. But for now, stone, polished stone, I guess, is what we are after. And I have 9 more stacks. This should hopefully be enough for us to get the floor finished up. And we are just about a stack, little under a stack short, so I will go get 1 more stack of our polished stone, and then the floor will be finished. And there we go. Alright, so the floor is all finished up, and now we can start to build up some of our walls going around the factory. So I'm just going to start by building all of them up by 3 blocks, so they will be 4 blocks in total, because different areas of the factory are different heights, so they will change, but at a very minimum, they are all at least 4 blocks tall. And there we go, so the first 4 layers of the wall are all finished. I think we will work on the warehouse next. That will be a good place to continue on. So I know this is pretty tall, I don't know off the top of my head, so I'm just going to build up a few blocks. I think that looks about right. I have some pictures, I'm going to go reference those real quick, and then we will begin on the warehouse part of the factory. So we will actually start with the 2 garage doors. We will have 2 5x4 garage doors right here, which will allow easy access in and out of the warehouse. And if we ever get any vehicles from the Create mod or anything like that, which I'm sure we will be able to drive these into the factory and park them there in the warehouse, which will be super convenient for us. So again, those are 5x4, and then we will have a row of the bricks going across the top, something like that. The garage doors come from the Macaw's Doors mod, so if we just type in garage here, we will see those. I think we will go with the gray garage door, so we will have to craft the white door, which is not that difficult at all. So we will need 40 of these, and we can turn those into the gray garage doors and bring them over to the factory and get these placed in. And unfortunately, there is no fancy animation for these, as cool as that would be. but they still function the way we need them to function, which is just fine for us. So when we right click them, I think with an empty hand or not holding a garage door, it will open and close just like that. And we can go on in, close it. I guess there's a little bit of an animation, but nothing moving. But we will do that one more time right here on this side. And we now have our 2 garage doors for the warehouse. Now I want to do a little bit of extra detailing here on the front, including stairs and walls, but these brick variants do not have stairs or walls, so we are going to have to use one of our mods to create those. So if we search in wall right here, and let's go ahead and scroll through. This is what we are looking for, framed blocks. So we can create these. We're going to need a lot of frames. I guess we can just create a few stacks there, and we can create some walls. And I'm assuming the framed stairs are just going to be a stair pattern like this, which we can create a few of those as well. We really don't need any of the frames because, well, we have the actual block itself, so that is not an issue. These are going to be placed down right here at the bottom, and when we right click them with our bricks, they will turn into our brick stairs, which is fantastic. And then we can place these going up towards the top. We will do a couple more upside down stairs right up here and really frame out the garage doors here on the first level. Above these doors, we will have some larger windows. There we go. So our stairs are now in place, and then we will have a wall or a solid brick border going up in this direction. One more row of bricks going across the top. And here in these corners, we are going to have our framed walls, and these will continue all the way up the height of the factory. Again, filling those in with our brick pattern. And it will be the same thing over here on this side. Can we jump up on those walls? We cannot. I guess they wouldn't be much of a wall if we could, but this is looking pretty good. I'm really happy that we can use these bricks instead of just the vanilla bricks. Definitely changes things up. So now we can start to frame out our second floor windows right up here. So let's go ahead and fill in one more row of bricks going across the top, and we can pull out our windows. I'm excited for all of you to see these. I think these are going to be a great factory looking window. There we go. It is the small diamond leaded glass. It looks very industrial. In my opinion, I think it is a great fit. So we will have 3 3-block wide windows going across the top here, 5 blocks tall. There we go. And these will be outlined by the bricks as well. Perfect. We will actually have some upside down stairs placed on each of these corners to make the windows look like they are more of an arch and not just rectangular. There we go. We will fill those in with the bricks as well, and we will do another layer of bricks across these windows. Our walls are going to continue all the way up to the top, and this is going to be the height of our warehouse. Again, this is the tallest part of this factory other than the smokestacks. The rest of it will be a little bit shorter. And we will need some framed slabs as well. So the way this will work here on the top is we will have some upside down stairs. Actually, we have a row of blocks first. And then we will have some upside down stairs here at the top, right side up at the bottom. And we will do the same pattern over here and get those filled in with our bricks. And then we will have some slabs going across right here, and slabs on the bottom as well. And then we will have, I completely missed that, but that's okay. The hover on our jetpack is definitely very nice. It's just a little bit sensitive flying around. But then we will have some right side up stairs right there, upside down right there, and then right side up and upside down. I think I messed this up somehow. Ah, I see. So this one right here, these are not slabs. These are just going straight into stairs, just like that. And then we are going to have full blocks right here above the center of the window right there, and then these stairs will continue on. So these will be full blocks, and these will be full blocks, and then we have stairs right there and there, stairs here and there, and then I think I have 2 more here in the backpack, but we are going to need to make a couple more after this. There we go, so something like that. I know it's hard to see without the bricks placed in, so we can do that real quick. There we go, that's a little bit better. Again, still kind of difficult, especially with the rain, but we will also have bricks right here, and this should help the pattern a little bit, and these will just go all the way up until they are just below the stairs right there. We'll get some slabs placed at the top and bottom, fill those in with our bricks, and now it is just about finished. So let me go get a couple more stairs, and then the front of the warehouse will be complete. And that is how that looks. It's a lot easier to see during the day when it's not raining, and when it is just about complete. I realized I completely missed this spot right here, and this spot right there. There we go. Now it is finished. So the next step will be finishing the warehouse walls. So this will continue back right here, while this jetpack is very fast. So that will connect going across here, and all of these walls from this wall, and to the left of it, we have a mushroom down there. To the left of it will be filled in all the way to the top, and then we will have a concrete ceiling, and we will put in some rafters as well. So I'm going to go ahead and extend these walls up, and then we'll work on that ceiling. Alright, there we go. Not bad at all. Before we put on the concrete ceiling though, I want to put in the rafters because these will be easier to do first. These are deep slate brick pillar walls, and we are going to place these going across the length and a few going across the width of the ceiling. And these don't really have any purpose other than aesthetics. So I have all of the beams going in lengthwise now, and now we are filling in the cross sections here. And this is just going to help make everything look a little bit more realistic and a lot more like a warehouse, especially from inside. So now that this is in place, we can take out our white concrete and start to fill in the ceiling. And I'm realizing now I will probably need more, although maybe not, because we are actually going to have some skylights to let in light. Since the ceiling is so tall, it is difficult to light the floor without lights actually down there on the floor, so we are going with skylights instead of overhead ceiling lights. And these are going to be in between these rafter sections right here for this big section. And then over here, we are going to have some windows down below to let in that light from the side. And uh-oh, we are getting shot at by a skeleton. And we will let that light in from the side. And we will put some solar panels up here on this top section where it is nice and flat. There we go, and I'm not too shocked that we already have some mobs spawning down there, but we will get that taken care of here in a moment. We are sticking with the same diamond-shaped glass here for the skylights, just keeping things consistent across the board. And there we go. So the outside may not look all that impressive right now. I did fix that garage door there in the corner, but the inside is where this build really shines, this warehouse. So let's open up one of the garage doors and step on in, and you can see why I love the design so much. Those rafters, the pillar walls, really work quite well for rafters up there. Again, I did experiment with some glowstone and various lights, but there's not really anything strong enough, at least that I know of, that will illuminate the floor. So that's why we are sticking with these skylights. Now, again, I will put some solar panels right up here, and we will be able to use that as power, at least initially. I do plan on getting some much stronger power sources here in the near future, but for now, that should suffice for our energy needs. Well, I just checked our episode time, and it looks like we are really getting up there on the duration of this episode. So that is where we are going to call it for today. In the next episode, we will go ahead and finish the rest of the factory, which is the part that you can see right over my head. For now though, we have a functional warehouse, and if we step inside, if I can figure out my camera there, if we step inside here, other than the beehive and some windows that we have to add, we have a very finished warehouse that we can start to decorate and make look a lot more industrial. But again, that is where we are ending it for today. If you enjoyed this episode and you are looking forward to seeing more, definitely hit that thumbs up button and make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on daily content as soon as I publish it. Check the description for some more important information, links, how to contact me, all of that good stuff. And with all of that being said, comment, like, subscribe, remember to stay optimistic, and I will see all of you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Bye.